Hello guys. Today we are here to speak about facilitating 100% digitized money transactions. Here are the given topics that we are going to discuss in this video. Firstly, let us have a look on digital currency. Digital or electronic currency is any currency, money or money-like asset that is primarily managed, stored or exchanged on digital computer systems, especially over the internet. Here, the transaction takes place via digital or online mode with no physical exchange of money involved. This means that both the parties, the payer and the payee, use electronic mediums to exchange money so that the transactions are usually instantaneous and low cost. It is very important to understand the key differences between the two terms digitize and digitalize when formulating your business strategy. Digitization is the process of converting any data or information from manual to digital format. Think scanning a photograph or converting a paper report to a PDF. The data itself is not changed, it's simply encoded in a digital format. Digitalization moves beyond digitization. It is the process of implementing digitization to improve complete business operations, that is evaluating, re-engineering and reimagining the way you do business. While digitization may seem like recent development, the trend of converting analog or physical processes and documents that has been going on for decades. The electric telegraph was introduced for the first time in 1838. In 1950, Diners Club released the first universal credit card. Then in 1982, the world was first introduced to Trade Plus, the online brokerage platform. The first version of Bitcoin was released in 2009. Google was first launched in 2013, followed by Apple Pay in 2014. Banks before digital transformation was more vulnerable to theft and fraud. People used manual processes that can be slow, tedious and prone to error. Digital transformation in banking has banks of all sizes scrambling to adopt new technologies and services across the board. Banks with digital transformation provides a more secure way of dealing with money, monitors suspicious transactions, reports a larger share of financial transactions in the economy. As a part of promoting cashless transactions and converting India into less cash society, various modes of digital payments are available. Banking cards. Cards are among the most widely used payment methods and come with various features and benefits such as security of payments, convenience, etc. USSD, another type of digital payment method. *99 hash can be used to carry out mobile transactions without downloading any app. These types of payments can also be made with no mobile data facility. This service can also be used to initiate fund transfers, get a look at the bank statements and make balance queries. AEPS, expanded as Aadhaar Enabled Payment System. This can be used for all banking transactions such as balance enquiry, cash withdrawal, cash deposit, payment transactions, Aadhaar to Aadhaar fund transfers, etc. All transactions are carried out through a banking correspondent based on Aadhaar verification. There is no need to physically visit a branch, provide debit or credit cards, or even make a signature on a document. This service can only be availed if your Aadhaar number is registered with the bank where you hold an account. UPI. UPI is a type of interoperable payment system through which any customer holding any bank account can send and receive money through a UPI based app. The service allows the user to link more than one bank account on a UPI app on their smartphone to seamlessly initiate fund transfers and make collect requests on a 24/7 basis and on all 365 days a year. The main advantage of UPI is that it enables the user to transfer money without a bank account or a IFSC code. There are many UPI apps in the market and it is available on both Android and iOS platforms. To use the service, one should have a valid bank account and a registered mobile number which is linked to the same bank account. Mobile wallets. A mobile wallet is a type of virtual wallet service that can be used by downloading an app. One can add money to a mobile wallet and use the same to make payments and purchase goods and services. Some of the mobile wallet apps in the market are Paytm, MobiKwik, Freecharge, etc. Bank prepaid cards. A prepaid card is a type of payment instrument onto which you load money to make purchases. The type of card may not be linked to the bank account of the customer. However, a debit card issued by the bank is linked with the bank account of the customer. Point of sale terminals. It is usually a handheld device that reads banking cards. There are different types of point of sale terminals such as physical point of sale, mobile point of sale and virtual point of sale. Physical point of sale terminals are the ones that are kept at shops and stores. On the other hand, mobile point of sale terminals work through a tablet or a smartphone. This is advantageous for small-time business owners as they do not have to invest in expensive electronic registers. Virtual point of sale systems use web-based application to process payments. Internet banking. Internet banking refers to the process of carrying out banking transactions online. These may include many services such as transferring funds, opening a new fixed or recurring deposit, closing an account, etc. via NEFT, RTGS or IMPS. Mobile banking. Mobile banking is referred to the process of carrying out financial or banking transactions through a smartphone. Many banks have their own apps and the customers can download the same to carry out banking transactions at the click of a button. Micro ATMs. Micro ATM is a device for business correspondents to deliver essential banking services to the customers. Customers need to verify their authenticity using UID. The essential services that will be supported by micro ATMs are withdrawal, deposit, money transfer and balance enquiry. Cybersecurity is not limited to IT industries. It is crucial for every business, including profit and non-profit organizations. But for banks, it holds critical value. Whether it's data security and storage management of transactions or simple payment processes, it is important to prioritize cybersecurity so as not to compromise the integrity of financial platforms and services. The digital payment segment has seen the largest growth to date. This is primarily because of the sheer quality it has been operating at. Digital payment has become one of the key contributors in boosting fintech growth. As of January 2021, digital payments are leading to the way followed by personal finance, alternative lending and alternative financing. New technologies have already simplified and smoothed business to business and business to customer experiences with mobile payments, e-wallets and contactless cards. As the online payment processing market grows, user demands for additional payment features and options lead to growth in multiple directions. The obstacles in digitized money transactions mainly faced in today's world are cybersecurity, where cyber attacks collect a vast amount of personal data to carry out theft and fraudulent acts. Next is data management and security, where consumers would like to know how their data is used, who has access to it, and what happens to it should they choose to withdraw it. And the next obstacle is tech boundaries, wherein many places in the world are not yet fully equipped to adopt fintech and its complex systems. In a country like India, ensuring financial equality becomes an issue of prime importance. One of the reasons why our government started vocalizing cashless economy and digital India was to improve access to financial resources. There are multiple benefits that digital payments bring to the table. Digital payments are cheaper, easier. Digital payments are better and safer alternatives. Digital payments have better transparency. Here is the next chapter for digital transactions. As technology continues to penetrate our daily lives, we can expect digital-driven money transaction to progress and include more flexible, accessible and cost-effective channels so that more and more people can take advantage of in years to come. In future, the digital payments are going to be a must, and so the change in the habits of the people to accept the digital payment is also must. The cashless transition is not only safer than the cash transaction but is less time consuming. It also helps in record of all the transaction done. A high quality push towards empowering users with specific how to use knowledge, helplines for learning as well as problem solving and safeguard features which help the users stay safe can make India race towards being a less cash society. What is even more heartening is that lower income group is also a part of this movement to digital. With new innovations and proper usage, financial technology can be a key to successfully managing one's money. At the end of the day, customer-centric digital-driven monetary solutions are going to win. Thank you.